Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to new edition of Situation Room on the favorite channel, Post City Media GH. Yes, it was for Situation Room has come to replace hot issue like Sunny Ayen and Debbie and meaning but the stable GH. Situation Room has come to replace hot issues. Now, hot issue has also come to replace information we are saying. So, if you see me and stable GH on your screens every Monday, don't panic. We are here for another same reason. Yes. So stable GH,
Senior man.
it's today. I mean, this year 2025.
Yeah.
This is our first show.
My first meeting.
I mean, what are your expectations for this year's? I mean,
I would say you all expect to have a great show. What
Yes.
I say
Yes.
for the year.
Yes.
So we want to anticipate say if government has changed, we are anticipating say
Yes.
things will also change for
yes,
the better.
yes,
Because you see, it will even say it's so far as we are all human, we all aspire to have the great opportunities in life.
yes,
So that's the same thing I would say let's hope for the best. Others, you always give the best content out.
yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this show will be coming on your way every Monday night. So Monday night, expect us on your screens. Every Monday night, situation will be on your screens. So this situation will be like we'll be talking about issues and other topics it went on in the past week, as you are saying, to the bar. Then we highlight every topic under the trending news and trending political news it happened during the week, Now they are Bremo. Every Monday night be expected on your screens. Yeah, so I mean these are some of the topics we'll be discussing today. Ofori Atta has been declared fugitive and as a wanted by the OSP. Former Education Minister Honorable Adutwum say free SHS Beneficiaries wasn't like initial and figures number the ban was error, and this error was made by him, and so no Otumfour Asantehene has also come out to speak. Say his mining concession has been invaded by Galamseyers, and also need more details of every more. Aba Anamoah is also in the news. She's trending, and also the more details in every. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Anita, live from Texas, and when I want to watch news about Ghana, I watch it on Port City Media GH. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Medasi pa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the favorite channel, Port City Media GH. This show is proudly sponsored by Mahama Print Media and Port City Photography. Yeah, Stables.
Yeah, man.
Udi wa di feel Stables GH.
Everybody wants it. What I say.
Stables GH. This few about I think Tuesday, Wednesday now. OSP the better one to say Ofori Atta has been declared fugitive. They have invited him on several accounts to come and answer some few questions. He didn't show up. I mean, the responses were not even as appropriate as the OSP was expecting him to know. He has been declared fugitive. I mean, what do you make of this?
As there's a saying goes, Sapponcheni, but issues now the OSP come out some. It's not like a fresh issue. Ghana, for we don't know.
Yes,
we all know the stories, like when it started, how it started, and there's the noise we made. But that time, OSP didn't hear him much of. We didn't hear much of him.
Yes.
You get it.
Yes.
So, my question is this during the days of Nana Akufo-Addo reigns, the man didn't have the powers to investigate at the time, and now I say because now they are no more there, that's when he has more balls to go into the real matters and then investigate. Do you understand what I'm trying to
say? Yeah. I mean,
because to talk of National Cathedral, ambulance scandal, SML,
yes.
Yeah, those stories are like I would say even 2 years, 3 years, some are 2 years, 3 years. So I'm just wondering, like, why? Because OSP, is the whole thing, like, it's not sounding right for me. You get it? But hey, who am I to complain? But let's see how it will go. But me, looking at the things, I would say the OSP should have like measured his style of communication, because from look of things, from what I've gathered or like from what I've seen, I think that the OSP should have measured how he communicated his his side of the story, no, when he was declaring the former finance minister fugitive and say fugitive was a fugitive.
Yeah, fugitive. We wanted. I mean, do you think it was right for him to declare him fugitive?
Me, you know, I would say looking at the evidence as at now, I would say the man should have the man I'm talking about, the OSP should have like exercised some kind of restraint. Or they say, yeah, at least from the correspondence now you all have seen. I would say yes, the man should have hastened slowly. As a common him break a crown like the way any man because to talk of Zenemekano, all these stories were there and yet nothing new.
But someone will also say maybe that as of that time they were still under investigation. So I mean there was no time. You cannot, because of say they were in power now. And you see when they were in power it was very, very difficult.
How will it be
now let's use former sanitation minister as example. Look at how it transpired.
And I may say, is it now that the OSP is telling us that during the time of Otumfour government, you know, he was handicapped. He was not able to go into the matter.
In my opinion, I would say that yes, he was handicapped. Because
unless maybe he comes and tell me before I will be convinced, because you all cried huge and loud, say the National Cathedral, the SML, the what do you call it? Even moving ambulances, yes. All those stories.
Tax refund and then
we all know those stories. But me is like, what was the story behind OSP calling for the finance minister to return back? I said this story had been 2-3 years ago. So now is it the case when Otumfour was there, the man was not giving him the powers or the necessary support to go after his appointees or what? In this country, as if you don't know what you want. We are all waiting for the government to go, and then when the government changes, and that's when you all.
So, do you think the OSP is just doing that for a political favor?
Yeah, I'm not saying political favor, but from what I see, it's more of like me that I see say any man sounded correct, mommy, because if say me who say Mahama Bay, if the Mahama appointee should go wrong, don't wait for the next government to come. That's my side of the story. Don't wait for the next government to come before you can go after Mahama's appointees.
So in this,
go after them. That's when we will know that. That's when like they said the Mahama Abuga Pele time.
Yes.
Don't wait for the next government to come before you send your opponent to jail. Like is that buying a free Otumfour that buying free Mahama Bay. Just the state institution, I don't know, like the kind of things.
But we could cite a lot of example during the administration of the NPP. You see, there were a lot of scandals where even the minority tried their best to bring the attention of the government to this matters, but it's all proof filter, and these are political sensitive matters. You know, as a former finance minister, you are being investigated on a lot of corruption scandals. It takes time for these matters to come out with your report and all that, and I believe that maybe this is the time that he has all the information that he needed, or the report that he needed to make his claim.
Do you understand from my point? I'm just suggesting, I'm just saying, say. The man know this kind of scandals now. The OSP is now saying he's investigating. I'm just saying say all these scandals have been 2 years. Some have been 2 years, 3 years. So what information at the time he didn't have, now he has, that he is interested in investigating. Do you understand my point?
Yes, I guess.
So those days when you were calling for the auditing, going after the ministers, so that time he didn't hear. That's my point. He didn't hear that Ghanaians was saying that the most expensive place. Do you understand my point? Yes. I'm just saying say from what I say, I'm just saying say I'm not saying say you
I know. I truly get what you're saying.
Go after them, but
as when they were in power,
more significant when they were in power.
Yes,
it's like NDC now in power. It would have sent a strong signal. Say yes, the Bino was does not tolerate events, any noise kind of nonsense, because now you know what I'm saying is that should Mahama go after MPP now? It not be like it not surprise me or not shock me because I know that they are your opponent. You get it?
Yes.
So you don't expect them to say they are chill. You get it? But me expect say Mahama Bemu. If anything should go wrong, the more time that's when it would have made more impact than say they should go. Then the new government will come and then they will go after them. I don't know.
In my opinion, yeah, I totally understand what you are trying to say. That as when they were in power, and that's what the time for him to do. But you see, we are in a system, and so we are in a country whereby when you try to fight corruption, you become the enemy of the public. Yes. And I mean, Amidu former way special prosecutor quote and unquote, Akufo-Addo is a mother serpent of corruption. Yeah. You understand? So from what you are telling me right now, just my mark back to him because it's like whenever you try to prosecute any member who has gone through a corruption scandal, it's like you are not given the liberty to do your work. Like you can use the former sanitation minister Cecilia Dapa as an example, as a clear case study, because that man, the woman, easy now they will take her to court. They say she will give her the man. The man, from my opinion, what I observed from what his speech and also his press statement, even I felt that he actually had some level of confidence to speak because on his previous statements and in the press conference he did, he was speaking in forms of parables, but I actually observed that he was speaking from an environment of liberty.
Special prosecutor, you have the authority to go into the matters, you get it. But me, I'm just saying, it has been more effective. And when they were in government, when we were crying, say they are they are wasting our money, they are spending the money. That's my side of the story. But yes. I'm not saying it's late, but as the lawyers will say, crime has no expiry date. You get it?
Yes.
So no, let's see how it will turn out.
This one is just a fluke, just to get Ghanaians excited for the new administration.
What I want to know is this current administration, should their members go wronger? That's when, like, I'm not so much interested in the former administration.
Yes.
If accountability, yes, accountability is fine. But I'm not so much concentrating on accountability on the former administration.
Yes.
I'm much more concerned about the current one. You see, them body they should in German, but we need to protect it. But I'm not saying
stable. I mean, with what you're saying, I am forced to disagree with you because if you don't hold the past government accountable, I mean, those in power now, or those in administration now will do the same thing. They will go and we don't hold them accountable.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't hold them accountable.
Yes.
I'm just proposing yes, the accountability will come, but it's easy for you to go after your opponents than you
going for your own.
Do you understand my point?
Yes.
I say one the same people in DC. It's easy for you to go after MPP more than your own people.
So what I'm saying is
I'm waiting for a scandal to hit Mahama. That's when I will know what he said in opposition time, he meant it.
Okay.
Do you understand my point?
Okay.
So I'm just monitoring this.
So are you labeling this as a witch hunting or political witch hunting?
No, it's not a witch hunting or like political hunting. But I'm just saying the timing, the timing to me is wrong. What I say. But nevertheless,
aside the time which is wrong, do you think it is the right in the direction for us to tackle corruption in the country?
Yeah, for tackling corruption, they say you all know Ghana lose a lot of money through corruption. How do I say this kind of SME in corruption? Because I don't know, that means will be percentages. So it's a lot. Meanwhile, the money is not coming back to the state, so we lose a lot of money. That's what I say. Yes, the past government, so come here at the power in Ghana for Guillaume Pamon Sakoko. And so let's protect the Akano, and then let's see how we can also protect the current one.
I think by protecting the Akano is by sending a signal to the current administration. Say if they also leave power, they misbehave and leave power, they will come after them like that. My main concern is we shouldn't wait for them to leave before we. I agree,
I
agree. But you see, when you see the OSP is appointed by the president, right? is when it happens like that, they don't have the freedom and liberty to
No, that
operate.
means the state institution is at the at the behest of the president, who shouldn't be so.
But still, you and I were in this country when our IPP administration was here. Things were happening up and down.
You know, if you know, say the man is not giving the freedom, we have all the liberty to come and say whether the master.
Look at the number. Look at the number of judges, the former president appointed here in the Supreme Court. I mean, how are you going to win? How are you going to win cases against these people?
Me, I'm just saying, say, I'm not saying, say, we shouldn't go after them. But what my concern, my main focus is the current administration should be more interested in protecting the public purse rather than focusing on their more events or their strength on the past government. But the past government, they need to account for their deed. But more of we should concentrate more on the remaining.
My final question on this Ofori Atta being declared fugitive. Do you think? I mean, this will really end well as part of fighting corruption. Do you think if Ofori Atta is found guilty, he will be jailed? Do you think, or is it just a facade to score political points?
Even when he goes to jail, I'm not sure he's going to spend 1 year there. Pardon will come, presidential pardon will follow it. But
why would the presidential pardon will come? What's the use of them?
Because if you grasp at now, they are saying the man is sick. If the man is sick, we in the long run, if you should find guilty, like even the OSP should investigate and find him, like so engaging in corruption scandal. In the long run, then you go to jail. If you go to jail, it will come back and say the man is sick. If the man is sick, what are you going to do?
But if he's sick, I mean, he can still be maybe house arrested or something.
Oh. Ladies and
gentlemen, let us know your opinion on this matter. Ofori Atta has been declared fugitive on account of about fraud corruption. SML, ambulance, and the idea, National Cathedral. I mean, a lot of it. I mean, let us know your opinion. If this is just to score a political point or for the OSP to gain political favor in the sight of President Mahama, and as this is just one of the things to get Ghanaians excited by fighting corruption. We know this has happened, but this is not the first time. And let us know your opinion on this matter. Yeah, going forward, we are going to on our next topic. We are talking about just recently, I think Thursday, and Asantehene came out to say, this mining concession has been invaded by Galamseyers. But we all know Asantehene doesn't do Galamsey. Ghanaians are also asking, say, hey, Asantehene, you own a mining concession in this country now, you didn't know about it. I mean, stable. You know, Asantehene matters is very sensitive matters. If you work on Kenya, they will come for you. So I mean, but we are faithful citizens.
Yeah, maybe now what kind of concession? Is it say the concession in land and I say a mining concession?
I'll say, I mean, listeners, viewers, we will go to the video. We have the video here. He was talking about. I said the concession was given to him. No, he didn't specifically say that it's a mining. I mean, concession. When we say concession, it could be a land which has been exploited to be mined.
Okay.
Oh yes, yeah. Or you see, that's what he said. I said that the mine was given to him, but he hasn't even started mining yet.
Okay.
According to the video, that's what he meant. I said. Viewers, let's watch the video together.
Concession, I said, Madam, and Crawford, Matthias and Crawford, where Galamseyer was Miss Winimo. So near call. Concessions, we had the amount of Akokra may have said, and Crawford, yes, acquire Galamseyer was. So now, Matthias no Kagas was Naya Galamsa made Miss Winim Hokra. So Opam Woma, yes, no Mokwa, Opam Woma, no Mokwa. So I was here who quite a friend in our announcement. Would be a yay and penny for not do Moko or young Pell will be a show on my report. So, and let's see woman in a day. So, no, yes, say Minerals Commission for Survey Department for Geological Survey funds account. So, I am a woman in our chair, say a honey, and a year. If you had a year, a be.
Ladies and gentlemen, you saw the video. I saw the video. Yeah, so Asantehene said that the concession has been given to him. I know Asantehene, he doesn't know where the land is, but it has been given to him as an old man. Or he's planning to go and do his mining. Galamseyer, I invade Asantehene. I mean, it's stable. We are in this country when we were just like we were speaking about Galamseyer and how we can avoid it. And in other news, and in other trending stories, people are saying that Asantehene is also part of the Galamseyer because it's happening in his it is happening in his backyard and he's not saying anything about it. And Asantehene is like relatively, and I say relatively indirectly part of the mining, illegal mining. I mean, and the week people have invaded his mining concession. What do you think about this whole statement about Asantehene part of Galamseyer, his other sub-chiefs are also part of Galamseyer? I mean, what do you make of this statement?
Well, you see, eventually, or then you finish me bukaje say who my mind to say say any sanity. Yeah, some. The internal because from about the story, so the internal man focus or can they say? Who said in Ghana, I know say most of the lands now. A custodian, others say the land is vested in a bush for family, that kind of way, And when it comes to Asante tradition now, I learned say, or I know say, Asantehene the entire landlord say, you mean the landlord basically landlord. Say landlord not to honor a conformity to go as so. No one can share. So basically, you are in support of them.
Yes.
That's where people were coming from that angle. Say yes, maybe he might be involved.
Yes.
Because they said yes, what a crowd events, a penny or 3 female crowd, you can carry for Kahubi. The see, I don't remember on another story. So I say, it's a concession.
Yes.
No.
So stable. Before you go into that, let us define the mining concession. It says that a mining concession is a legal right granted by a government or a regulatory authority that allows an individual, company, or an entity to explore, extract, and process mineral within a specific area for a set period. So, which means Asantehene has the authority, the permit, the permit to exploit or extract gold from that specific area in a specific period.
Me say Galamseyer for the mood. It's when you can say to the next, I'm getting in answer.
I mean, this Galamseyer is almost ready.
I mean,
it's stable. You make your statement before I go into it.
Galamseyer, I'm not sure that this Galamseyer is anytime soon. Because
what about this as trying to recover?
I know mostly when I call my family members at the other end there, anytime I call them, I ask them about this Galamseyer story. Massa, this Galamseyer, when you sit in Accra, you think it's ending anytime. It's not ending anytime soon.
I know what I saw in Taka.
Anytime I call my family members back at home, I ask them this Galamseyer story. From the look of things, it's not ending anytime soon. It's not ending anytime soon. And now the main chief or the landlord of Asante Kingdom has come to complain that people of illegal miners or people of illegal criminal intent has invaded his property, engaging in all kinds of illegal activities. Hey,
I mean, it's
the
most revered way. Personality.
I don't know how to say. Nah, Obia said we don't know when a class or no events in Kokofu. And I Galamseyer for teasing.
Now Asantehene with concession pa Galamseyer TSM.
Now how do you Kokofu? You try to good project. What? Let's see how duty bearers will come and
my issue is
because Galamseyer I'm not saying say I'm here not here to condone Galamseyer, but from the look of things, it's not ending anytime soon. So it's better say he also go and protect his land.
I mean, my opinion is that it's about time people begin to speak against Galamseyer.
Galamseyer, we here in Accra can speak against Galamseyer, but those down there, no.
It seems like it's only those in Accra that are speaking against Galamseyer.
But But Ghana is Accra.
Come on, Ghana is not
Ghana is
Accra.
Accra.
Ghana is not
After
Accra.
Where again?
Kumasi.
Oh, Kumasi, yeah, Kumasi is there, but the whole of Ghana is mostly Accra.
It's just narrative that Ghana is Accra, but I'm forced to believe. I mean,
What happens here will trick.
I know. If anything should happen, because we have our central, everything, our central centers all in Accra. You know, if Ghana like Greater Accra should be hit by any misfortune and let's say disaster, it's going to affect the rest of the part of the country, because I mean our ports, everything. But yes, we have port at Takwa, but it's not as effective as.
You let's go on.
Yes, so I mean, people, we need to take like drastic measures to our Galamseyers.
This fight against Galamseyer, me, what I think is it shouldn't be head like it shouldn't be top. I don't know how to put it, but it should start from the basics, or should start from the down. We should like they should own the fights.
Yes.
It shouldn't be like top approach. It should be down bottom up approach.
Yes, bottom up.
Because those who owns the land are the people down there.
Yes.
And now because they don't know or they don't see the risks involved in future. Sorry, they don't seem to understand the effects of Galamsey on their livelihood. Maybe we should do more of education, something like try to talk to them the effect of Galamsey, how the Galamsey can impact their lives, how it is destroying the water bodies. Maybe you should start from there before, like, I don't know. You should start from
Stable, are you telling me that these people don't know the effect of Galamsey?
If they know, then they are still doing it.
They are being
in the
greedy.
long run.
They are being greedy and selfish.
What? You may say maybe
they are being greedy and selfish. On the other way, we can also blame it because there's no job in the country. And these people, listen. These Galamseyers that you see are not doing of their own accord. There have been people behind them, sponsoring them with equipment and machinery.
Yes, we all know.
So do you think those people sponsoring them with machine, they don't know the effect of Galamsey?
Those who are behind, they always go because they want to explore the system. They know the loopholes. They understand where the loopholes are.
So if you tell me,
no, you relax. But I'm saying we should start from the down there. We should engage them to understand the fight so that they can own the fight. If they understand the fight and they own it, nobody can go down there, influence them to go engage in Galamsey. Now, what we are failing, or what the government is failing to do, is that trying to allow the system whereby the locals will own the fight. If the locals own the fight, assuming here's let's say this room is a community, and then we decide that nobody can enter in our forest to go and do Galamsey. Do you think anybody can go and enter in the forest and do Galamsey? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Stable.
Because if you allow the locals or the communities to own the fight against Galamsey, otherwise it will not happen.
It's the same. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this show is proudly sponsored by Ahiniba Print Media and Positive Photography, located at Tema Community 12 on the Full Gospel Road. Come through for a good business and a discount. Stable. I mean, like what you were saying, I agree. I totally agree with you that, you see, I want to talk and I saw something. You see, the issue is, these people will tell you that we should stop Galamsey and come to Accra. And do what? How are we going to survive in Accra? Where do we get job? There's no job in the country.
So, what's your proposal? I want to understand your proposal.
My proposal is that, you see, development must be centralized across the country. Like you said, Ghana is Accra. So how are they supposed to survive in other regions?
Okay.
There's no job. Takwa, they have about 5 mining concessions. So big mining concessions in Takwa.
Okay.
But if you go there, Galamsey is like, when you're talking about Galamsey across the country, Takwa is the most highest place where you can find Galamsey, yes.
No, from what I'm saying, maybe you don't seem to understand me. I'm just saying, the fight, we need to stop the Galamsey. But our approach...
It has to go to the roots. That's what, it's not what you're trying to say.
Yes, the government solution or the proposal is not working. Because all these years you have been implementing the same policy, garbage in, garbage out. What you, like... what the government is failing to realize is that over the years they've been using the same method. It's not earning the same results, which the result is not good. Why don't we try a different method? But my suggestion or my proposal is this time around, let's engage the communities where the Galamsey is happening. Let's try to let's try to engage the people that these are the effects or these are the dangers associated with them engaging Galamsey, whereby they will understand, whereby the government will provide incentives or the government will provide other motivations, like if you are saying jobs. There should be enough room to accommodate people whereby they want to engage in farming to go and do farming, because the government cannot overnight construct what do you call it, factories and then employ everybody there. You get, by farming, whereby they will reclaim the land, they will cultivate whatever they want to cultivate on that piece of land, and then at the end of the day, they will also get something to eat and then something to feed their family. But when we say the fight should start from the head, all these years it's been starting from the head. We are not getting proper results. It's been the same results we are getting, whereby even those who are supposed to go and fight the Galamsey, they themselves, they will go in there and they engage in more Galamsey, and then they will be percentage. Do you remember what happened to Erastus as a Donko video? Those military people, they go there and then they themselves go and involve themselves in Galamsey.
Yeah, they take their percentage and then allow them.
But we should give the fight to the locals, the communities where the Galamsey are happening. If they decide that okay, enough is enough, we are going to own the Galamsey fight. This someone is not, it's like, Gavin, you give the Galamsey fight to us, you are going to prevent any excavator or anything that is going to enter our forest. We are going to protect it. We are going to prevent it. Just imagine excavator trying to enter a community. Whereby the community will say, hey,
for where?
The community, don't you think this method will
Sebo, in Asantehene's video, he was trying to suggest a solution for the Galamsey. So let's go and listen to it. Let's go and watch the video.
So, your friend will small scale mining for any woman, as in a had it, allocate your mom. Near supervisor. So, then Colane go forestry and a true mark would walk when you win a water mom, not my. So, you two go no so I can no muswenya, now buy swenya go to so, now see a chair woman coin a dear mine. So, the answer is you uncle. Ye forestry uncle. So, as a cousin a palm woman, one because and then the edge my benny and ye. So, Momo who said Munjai and non and say if you are some Mumbra, the Emperor baby, the Concession, Minerals Commission phoning baby, geological survey. So, and I feel back also cover by exploration now, Modeman. And also, as the Galamsey no never. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Asantehene has suggested the solutions to Galamsey. I mean, tell us, share your opinion in the comment section with us. I mean, what do you make of Asantehene's opinion on solutions to this Galamsey?
Who am I to disagree? I would just say, it says it's paying very in by in all, I propose some kind of solutions here going forward. What he thinks you should do as our mind. To end this menace of Galamsey. So let the government of the day see to it, say, okay, dog can raise the blue man as a raise the minimum, and then we will come out with a better solution for all of us to going forward.
Stable GH. Quickly. The former education minister, Honorable Adutwum, has come out to clarify, say the figure of SHS beneficiaries, was wrong. Because initially, when they were in power, they were claiming, say, free SHS beneficiaries were about 5.7 million students. Now he has come out to clarify, say, 3.5 million students who benefited from the free SHS. Do you think? I mean, before you come in, I see it as this. The MPP administration was some form of a lie, because yes. I mean, they've been lying to us throughout the administration. I mean, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say without emphasis. Without emphasis, this previous administration of the MPP has been a lie, complete facade. I mean, complete stable there. I mean, how do you make of this?
From onset, I wasn't surprised, because me as a political animal or political watcher, look at the space, like following what was discussed before the election. So we will be able to follow politics, no, you'll be able to follow news. You will know, say the 5.7 they were claiming before the election was something like myth. It wasn't true. It was a mirage, something they were chasing, but they were never ever going to meet it. The reason being said that, even example, I've forgotten the name. One of think tanks on my education, current education was Kofi. I think they Kofi Asare also. They made the people know, say that figure the minister was proposing or propounding wasn't accurate, because they also came out and then gave us figures backing their how do you call it, their reasons why they said say that figure wasn't true. So I mean, I would say from onset I knew those figures they were churning out wasn't right, it wasn't correct. It was all about disingenuous. It wasn't forthcoming. They wanted to conceal, like, because the basic or the most campaign message they wanted to show to Ghanaians was the free education.
Free education, yes.
And then Ghanaians didn't buy into those kind of ideas. So obviously the truth one day will come out. So I knew that this day was going to come.
Yes. I mean, I don't know why now he has come out to say this, because you see, people are actually trying to you see, people are under investigation, and they are trying to come out to do a lot of confessions, because this man actually said that it was 5.7 in their campaigns, in one campaign platform. Now I read the full article. He was saying that the calculation was his fault. I mean,
so he's owning the problem.
Yes, he is actually that. He said he is the fault. The calculation was.
And I said, when you watch the space, and when you look at, when you listen to the experts in the industry, you realize, or you could know, say that figure wasn't true.
The NDC, even NDCs of the opposition that came out to claim to rebut the issue, say wasn't true.
Sometimes I don't want to base my argument on what the two political parties say. I want to always to go outside the box.
Yes.
To go and listen to Imani, Franklin Kujomo. Yes, what they are also saying, because they say it as a test more than the politicians. Politicians will try to massage the figures, but Franklin Kujo, knowing Franklin Kujo, and then those like how do you call it? Those people, no. I'm not trying to say they don't get it wrong, but I believe them more than politicians, So when anything comes, I'll either go to their Facebook page and then go and see what they are posting. And then go and read, get more understanding from them than listening to the politicians, the normal politicians. Because a politician will always be a politician. You always want their party to look. So
I mean, my question, the first thing I asked myself is that, so imagine the NPP won power. Would this information come out? Because these people are always inflating numbers. And you know, when you inflate numbers, it affects finances. The about 5.7 million students benefited, and so this is the amount we've spent. You see, when it happens like this, it affects figures, it affects finances. So imagine they actually won power. This information wouldn't have come out. Now that they are in power, now they are in opposition. They are coming out to say. So now you should tell us
I've not, sorry to cut you. I've not read the article. Was it that there was a counter figure to, like, a counter figure came and then he came back to clarify it or not?
No, he was actually on I think TV3. It was Joy. He was interviewed on Joy, one of their morning shows, and then he even spoke about the teachers' laptops and all that. Yes, so I mean, I think it was a question they asked him. I haven't actually watched the video, but I read the article. The article was like specifically around the free education numbers, and there was another article on the free laptop, and someone was even saying that.
I'm not sure of the name. I think it's Kofi Asare. I don't know. I'm not sure, but he was saying those days, even before the election, that those figures the ministers were churning out wasn't correct. Because I followed him. He was like giving us the basics from free education, from SHS, those who write BC, those who exit. Like it was like basically they gave reasons why they believe those figures wasn't correct. I believe them more than the minister. Those they saying 5.5 now. I never believed
because from 8 years, if every year number of students that are I mean, completing once year. I mean, the numbers are there. You just have to put them together. So where is this miscalculation
Because
from?
those people were giving us the reasons why they said that figure wasn't correct. So me, I believe them more than the.
I mean, this is simple math. If 2025, this number of students graduated, you just have to add the number of students and then the number of years this phase has been in existence. This is a complete engineering maths and I say rocket science. I mean,
let me chip in this. It's like this the NSS thing.
Yes, you see, ghost names, ghost names. So, ladies and gentlemen, please can you share your opinion in the comment section? I mean, 5.7 to 3.5, you can see the difference. I mean,
over 2 million.
Over 2 million. You see, so imagine the amount of money that has been spent. If they came out to tell us it was 5.7, imagine the number. And if we should take the difference, look at the number of money.
Just imagine
amount of money.
So, which figures like were they using for the budgeting allocation?
See, that's why I initially said that. I mean, this MPP government was a complete lie.
So they were saying 5.5 points. So it means that they were budgeting for 5.5 people.
Yeah.
Instead of 3.7. Well,
I mean,
you all live to see what the new administration will go and do. Let's see how they will go to.
Ladies and gentlemen, to our final topic of the night. Stable. Ever since NDC came to power, I think a lot of people, institutions, independent institutions, individuals have found their voice. Pastors are talking now. Pastors are talking now. Even I go for Jesus, I go for God. They have started their prayers. And just yesterday, Aba Anamoah has also started speaking. I don't remember the last time I saw Aba Anamoah on UTV talking about politics. But yesterday, she was saying something that, over the week, the president came out to say he has banned political appointees and some politicians and appointees, whatever they call them, that they are not going to travel. They has banned them from traveling in the first class. Aba has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go and listen to what Aba has to say in buttressing the opinion on the comments of Mr. President.
The truth of the matter is that it is only Emirates that offers first class service in Ghana. It's only Emirates. So Qatar doesn't do first. It does. They have the Q suite, so it's business.
I think there are 3 airlines in Ghana that does. Let me get you the name.
Okay. So British Airways does not do first class. They do business, premium economy, and then economy. KLM has business, then they have the economy. I don't know if they have the premium. Brussels. All the airlines, apart from Emirates, some of them were first. Whilst I think that it's a great idea to deter our appointees from traveling first class, I think that we have to be sincere. Say, most people at their level travel business class. They travel unless they're traveling on Emirates and they for first class. So if you say at best travel business, that is what they've been doing anyway. So you're not cutting cost. Unless they're traveling on Emirates, which is offering the first class, and you're business class. But if you're on British Airways already, now business class anyway in the past, all the time. I was appointees, rather than premium economy.
Seb, what do you make of this statement? Or his opinion on the banning of
For me, what I would say is, I disagree on your statement, the earlier statement you made about Aba Anamoah that he has found his voice. I would say that Aba Anamoah has been speaking all this while, even when
she's a journalist. She's a journalist.
And so she's speaking.
When was the last time you heard her speak, have his opinion on national televisions like this?
On national issues for the past 8 years.
Whenever she shares the opinion, it's more like a bias.
I will disagree with you.
You have the liberty to disagree.
For the grow, and I agree with you, but for another, I will disagree.
You have the liberty to disagree.
Yeah, but let me go to the substantive issue about what do you call it? Her opinion.
Her opinion. She thinks it's not even necessary because politicians.
me too, man. Me, so me, I don't know which of the buses or which of the airlines uses first class or second class. You get it? So me, unless there's a counter.
She is actually saying that it is useless to say government appointees should travel in first class because most of the airline doesn't have first class; they have business class.
That's why I said she has. From my point or from my perspective, what he said could be true or could be like, because if you say don't engage in this, meanwhile the thing is not there. If the thing is not there, what do you tell the person not to engage in? Do you understand?
So easy at this point, the appointees will actually say the government, the president said no first class, but he didn't say no business class.
Me have not, unless say there's a counter evidence to come say no, this airlines not mentioned they have first class, or those planes that come here, no, they all have first class.
Yes.
Otherwise, what he's saying is true. If they don't have first class, how are you going to board on first class?
Yes.
Do you understand?
So they are going to opt for business class.
Business class, because that's when the government say, because that's the normal, like that's what the airlines have.
Yes.
If that's what the airlines have, you have not really.
So are you saying the president's directive on banning the first class is just used because the first class doesn't even exist in the first place?
It will hold to some extent, because whereby if the person involved or the minister involved is going to take, as he said, Qatar or Emirates.
Emirates,
yes. If the person involved is going to take Emirates, that's when the
yes.
That's when this one will kick
the banning will set in, because only Emirates has first class. Yes.
Otherwise, when you're going
the
to
rest of the airlines doesn't have the only business class, and the business class doesn't even count on the directives. So yeah,
so if it's true, if only what she is saying is true there, then I think that she has some point to it. Because no, I did not spend money for anything. If it's at Nini,
I mean, it doesn't hold anything. Yes,
it's meaningless.
Yes. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to an end of today's episode of Situation Room. Yes, thank you for joining us. And Aba Anamoah has made her statement and has shared his opinion on the government as a president directives on banning first class travel for his government appointees. I mean, she has made she made sense, but in my opinion, I would say that Aba Anamoah, even before election, was making a lot of funny comments which actually go in favor of the MPP. So me coming to national TV saying all these things, I think even though it makes a lot of sense in a way, but I mean, it's just for the public to have a debate on it. Like I said, it will be coming away every Monday night. So check us out every Monday night. So it's about Monday night politics, what I say. My name is Okent, and I'm joined in the studio by my brother, Stable G. Yeah, so you come your way next week, Monday. Thank you so much for.
I was joined in by.
I can't read. Me for this of our also my man. Also before this of our also my man shout out our own for this show review. Okay, boys, I love for this. Or for this show, I could for man shout out. So this show is sponsored by Hineba Print Media and Positive Photography, located at Tamakam to 12 on the Full Gospel Highway and the road. Shout out to producer one, Boyson. On your show, the camera crowd are caught out of frame, so shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We are out.